for the Malaysian identity, I will start with what does 50 years of being nation means. Yeah, because as we know that this 16 September 2013 will be our 50 years being the nation together. So many times when people say 50 years, people will talk about maturing or reaching adulthood. Yeah. So what does reaching adulthood means? Is this one marker of being adult or mature? And according to Dr. Henry, he's a lecturer, and he put some evidence to say that it is the economic forces of capitalism that determines and defines the adulthood in contemporary society. And that is the classical marker of adulthood. And same goes to human life. Like many times we will see ourselves being adult when we are independent, or we have family, work, and all, which translate into a job or heterosexual marriage, life insurance, children, car, etc., etc. Yeah. So, and for men, that is the ability to do productive labor or earn a living wage, father children, and maintain control. And for women, it means become a wife, mother, attend to the needs of home and children. So this actually has become a cultural acquiescence, yeah, which it was assumed that we have to play a certain expected role, yeah, which determined by the society, by the political or religion of our times. So, and also this is, yeah, and now, because my first 3 slides says about the concept of capitalism in a brief, and actually there are few key assumptions, yeah, why that the people say that we need to manage and control the affairs of others. Okay, so I just show you the few assumptions that is actually questionable in nature. First, people are prone to evil, and therefore they need to be controlled. Things could get badly out of hands if this were not the case. And our planet is a material object for human use and benefits, so we need responsible human management of these resources, and also fierce competition. But must be regulated by those who knows best, yeah, and maybe experts. So those who don't have education, maybe they don't know, maybe the indigenous people, yeah, and also I said flawed anthropological, what I can say, which Aristotle said that those in governance are automatically just. Okay, so all this actually contributes or affects how we see power and the need to control the affairs of others. Okay. Now, these are a few pictures that I will show. Yeah. In order to ruling, in order to control. Yeah. So I would say that the governance is an inherited patriarchal strategy based on top-down chain of command. Same very male-dominated. What to say this thing? And that is Star Party, also very male-dominated. And also the famous picture circulated in the internet, also very male-dominated. Maybe only one woman you can see. Also there one woman from Penapau. And also questions about the concept of nation-state. I would like to highlight here. Okay, this is my idea, yeah? Just my idea. It's a highly problematic one. Yeah, it flourishes based on will to power and reinforced by small, powerful, largely dominant males. And we can see that the nation-state now gives way to transnational company, the wealth and the resourcefulness of our state, which now largely in the hands of the corporation. And also, one of the limitations of the nation-state is the anthropocentric bias. Anthropocentric means that this is regards to humankind is seen as central, or is seen central in our existence. Yeah. So human is on top, and nature is we have the power to dominate nature. So that is anthropocentric view. And so what we say that, and in this governance perspective, we see that the state is interested first and foremost in the welfare of citizens. So not about, how about illegal immigrants and all, migrant workers, they will not see us as citizens, so they don't care. And I conclude that the view, same as what I said about anthropocentric view, the creation, where the material creation is for the benefit for humankind only, so which actually affects the nature. And nation also sought to prioritize human and their needs, which translated into prioritizing the powerful and the rich. And this actually undermines the organic web of life of the nature, yeah, which later will affect the human man. Okay? See. So this is what happens in Sarawak, yeah, floating houses. And also this is in Sabah, in Penampang, when the Babagon Dam was built. So the people were not actually consulted. They don't know what's dam that time. So okay lah, dam. And then what happened is they have to go back into their old land because they don't have food. Yeah, because they are very connected to the land. So they don't have any money. So they need food. They have to go back to the jungle. Yeah. And also the fight of orang asli, the indigenous people of West Malaysia. Yeah, which also very, very connected to the land, but it is not, their identity is not recognized in our constitution. Yeah. So, now, so because we're talking about race, what I see is that the need to segregate race is so that people can control, or yeah, they can divide and rule, okay? Chinese, Malay, Indian, and lain-lain. So that to create kegaduhan di antara sesama, macam tu lah. And then so there are many now this whole idea of divide and conquer. Actually, there are many books coming along, many scientific proven saying that the survival of the fittest is actually a flawed anthropological idea. We are actually programmed to be cooperative, yeah, not to compete. Yeah. So the evolution from survival of the fittest to growth, change, and development. Okay, we are all born into a culture or religion, right? Because we have no choice. Now, I'm born Catholic because my mom is a Catholic, but her parents have a traditional religion. Yeah, my grandmother practices. She's a Babohizan, so she practices the Babohizan ritual and all. Yeah? But later we do have choice as we reach adulthood. We have choice to reaffirm back our culture, our religion, or to reject some part or whole of the culture and religion, and to embrace new culture and religion. Yeah, like for example, I didn't know my identity as indigenous people. Yeah, because I was taught in the Catholic Church. You know, the Babohizan is pagan, evil, bad. You cannot worship that. Yeah, that is how I was taught in the church. I even went to church and homily was saying there's no such thing as Babohizan and Christian. But even the church, this is a little bit about church thing. The church says that we actually can, we must respect the indigenous spirituality. And there are many documents or encyclical wrote to respect or embrace the indigenous spirituality, which we don't know. We in the Sabahans, the Christians Sabahans don't know. Yeah. So yeah, it evolves. I would like to quote one priest. His name is Raimundo Panikar. He said, "I left as a Christian, found myself a Hindu, and I returned as a Buddhist without having ceased to be a Christian." There is one experience in my university days. I went for Islam evangelization camp. Yeah, so I just went there to learn friends, to learn new experience and meet new friends. And so one day lah, this actually we have this one we have this macam seminar roh gitulah in Christian. I don't know what is the retreat. Yes, retreat. So we have this retreat. So all of us have to run like, okay, you must confess your sin to this facilitator. And I laugh lah, I run. Oh, I need to be saved because I'm important. And then she said, you know, you are lying. Go back. Go back lah. So okay, I need to be serious now. Why do I need to be saved? Okay, I need to be saved because blah blah blah. I use all my Christian knowledge. Blah blah blah. I need to be saved because I'm this one good. Okay, now she also like okay. She is trying to understand because of our difference in of religion lah. So and then I said lah lastly, okay, I need to be saved. And I will go back in the ship. So that is when I call on the ship lah. All the people there. You go. I will go back to the ship and I will save my friends. Okay, that's good. I go and said, Commander, it's Commander lah. Boleh tak saya tolong kawan-kawan saya untuk selamatkan mereka? Sama-sama selamat lah. Maksudnya, okay, boleh. And then the girls are crying because just imagine we have to stand like this until we are safe and then we can just relax. So the girls are staying like this, like crying. And I said, kawan-kawan, I'm using again my Christian blah blah blah. Kawan-kawan, kita mesti sabar, sedar dulu. Saya tahu dalam hati kamu semua ada batu. Kamu lepaskanlah semua tu, keresahan semua. And then the girl stop and then they go. And then the next morning, that girl, the same girl who cried, she came to me, Amanda, betul lah apa awak cakap semalam? Oh, yeah. So, you see, my point of reflection there was, although we are different religion, but actually we have the common same, kita boleh rasa sama lah di sana ya, because she thought the same as what I say to her, which I use for my, actually not Christian lah, human lah. It's basically very human. And then last day of the 3 days camp, and then the facilitator again called me, Amanda, do you have, I don't know, maybe because I'm the only Christian, so I've got that privilege to talk maybe. Okay, kawan-kawan, I just summarize my whole experience lah with them, blah blah blah, because apparently this is the first time also, I'm from UITM, yeah? So this is the first time they have Sabahan friends and Christian friends who together with them, so I talk lah my experience. Oh, it's very, I conclude the 3-day experience. So, and the first say, oh Amanda, kamu telah secara bagusnya conclude camp 3 hari ini. I was like, wow, betul nggak? So I just conclude the 3 days Islam camp using my Christian teaching knowledge. Yeah, so it's very very human lah. So the concept of fruit salad lah, as we know, dalam mangkok tu kita ada banyak lah buah-buahan, manggis ke apa. So each of that fruit, if we makan satu-satu memang sedap kan. But if we kasih jadi salad, lagi sedap lah. Itu semua orang tahu lah. And then moving from tolerating to respecting, and move from symbolism to substance. So I would like to stress the difference between uniqueness and also superiority lah. Yeah, I think the idea of superiority is actually quite alien to modern spirituality, and we actually Malay are just unique just as Indian, Chinese to Kadazan, Dusun, Murut Bajau, Iban to orang asli. And orang asli even are different, like Jakun, Jahut, Mamari, Tenar, a lot. Bidayu to orang Ulu, and orang Ulu also banyak. Kajang, Kejaman dan semua lagi lah banyak. So if you want to this forum, this forum is about what? Malay, Chinese, Indian dan lain-lain. If you want to be inclusive, you have to support all this lah. This lah banyak ni. Same as religion, Jesus is unique to Christianity just as Buddha. To Christianity just as Buddha to Buddhism, or Muhammad to Islam. Yeah. See? Now, okay, all of that thing which actually separate us, okay, the politics, everything divide and rule, we actually, this is just a reminder now, we actually from the earth, we are all the same, we are human, okay? This is, if we look from outside, actually there's no border all sama-sama. And then this is very interesting. I would like to read some Judy Kanato punya ni. The water in your body contains primordial hydrogen form in the first second of the Big Bang. The carbon atom that formed you came together after the explosion of supernova. The concentration of salt in your body matches the concentration of salt in the ancient seas. Your cells are direct descendants of unicellular organisms that developed billions of years ago. You see, because chlorophyll molecules mutated, so that like plants, leaves, your eyes can capture the lights from the sun. And in your mother's womb, because without the nature, we are nothing. Yeah? The nature can go along without human or not, but we cannot. Yeah. So the mechanistic view of life, this patriarchal segregation of dualism, is actually affecting the nature. Yeah. But the needs of huge shopping mall or huge dams for profit oriented, without asking the indigenous people who are actually the experts of the land. Yeah, so my identity. My mother is a Dusun. My father, I don't know, dulu mungkin kadang kamu campur. My father is a Dusun, but my mother said his father ada peranakan India. Okay, I speak Sabah Malay, English, speak only basic Dusun. I'm Sabahan and Malaysian. I have a friend, okay? He is a Dusun. Okay, but looks very Chinese lah. Biasalah Sabahan, very Chinese look. And then, only now he knows that he is a Chinese. Because he got to know that his grandfather dulu ada pergaduhan dulu history. They want to remove the Siam, the surname. Yeah, they want to remove that because they want to live in Sabah, to be assimilated with the locals. So they're actually a Chinese from China. Yeah, different grandfather. But you see, our identity is very fluid lah. Yeah? But as a human person, I am at all times the sum of my relationships. That is constituted my deepest God-given identity. Yeah, so I can connect to when I same as when he said about he going to India and all. So when I go to Chiang Mai, we see the indigenous people. Very same, what the Sabahans, orang kampung what lah sama, same. And also when we meet Indian friends, she's from Northeast India, her face is totally like orang Kadasan Dusun, sama, indigenous people. Yeah, so all of us are actually the people of the earth lah. I think there is like, this is only a reminder that we are all human, no need to differentiate. That is my idea lah. Thank you.